It's a really tough situation to see your child sick, but to see your child sick with cancer and feeling the toxicities of cancer treatment, that really is unbearable.
Hey everyone, I'm Brittany Jones-Cooper, and today I'm talking to CNN national correspondent René Marsh, who lost her 2-year-old son Blake to brain cancer just last April. Now she's on a mission to honor her son by raising awareness and funds for pediatric cancer research. Welcome, René. I know you and your husband, Kedric, welcomed Blake at the beginning of 2019. Can you just take me back to that time?
March 14th, 2019 was, to this day, it remains the best day of my life. That was the day that I became a mom. I got to meet this person who had been growing inside me for 9 months, and he was a very happy and just fun and smiley baby up until 9 months old. Around that time, we started to notice Blake could no longer, with one of his eyes, look to the right. So we took him to an ophthalmologist. They said, if this doesn't improve, we're going to want an MRI. The thought of an MRI for my 9-month-old just seemed very scary. December 22nd, his eye was now puffy. So we went to the ER and we never came home that evening. I could read the body language of the doctor before they even said the words. He said that your son has a fast-moving, aggressive tumor right in the center of his brain. And that was how our cancer journey with Blake began.
And what was the prognosis at that point?
The first thing was to do surgery, to get as much of the tumor out as possible. And then once they were able to do that, we were presented with a cancer plan. What that involved was a series of chemotherapy drugs. All of those drugs were created for adults decades ago. They dose it down to the size of a child's body, a 9-month-old, 40-year-old chemotherapy drugs made for adults. And that was his best shot at survival. We went through the chemotherapy, we did cycle 1, and at the end of cycle 1, Blake had a toxic reaction to one of the chemotherapy drugs, and he went into cardiac arrest. These drugs weren't designed with a child-specific type of cancer in mind. We saw some successes, like Blake was in remission, and I say remission, I mean the cancer was not detected on MRIs for about 7 months, but then it came back.
Why do you think there hasn't been more focus on doing research with childhood cancers?
When you look at the numbers, more adults get cancer than children. And so that means that creating a cancer drug for adults is going to be way more profitable than serving a smaller market like children. Does that mean that they don't deserve the research? No.
You launched the Blake Vince Payne Star Fund in his memory. So what is your goal with that?
Pineoblastoma, which is the type of tumor that Blake had, there is no substantial research. I am so determined to figure out this disease and wipe it out. And so that's what the Blake Vince Payne Star Fund is all about. It's raising money in conjunction with the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation, which is a nonprofit. All of the money that we raise is going to researching this disease that stole Blake from me.
What, if anything, has helped you to navigate this period?
My husband, number one, he's really been the rock for me and my family and friends and coworkers who have now become like family. Having that sort of love and support has been wonderful. I want all this terrible pain that I'm feeling for something positive to happen so that no other mother has to feel this, because honestly, it is so bad that you would truly want to spare a stranger from it.